Just settle into your space, your mat. Settle into your body. How's your body feeling today? If you feel a little, place the hands on the knees and help your body ground itself. So as you settle into your body, just start to breathe into that body, providing the life force energy for that body. Breath. Without breath, you're dead. It's as simple as that. How much do we take it for granted? Not in our yoga practice. We try to bring awareness to the life force giving benefits of the breath. So take that breath down into the belly. Maybe exhale it out. And again, deep inhale. And exhale it out. Focus on that exhale, maybe opening the mouth, opening the throat area. Maybe stick even the tongue out. Just release any kind of trapped energy that's in there. What you need to say to people in your life. Do you need to be heard in your life? Sealing the lips, but keeping that breath. I want you just for the next few moments to start to layer that breath. And as much as you can stay connected to that breath in your practice, you'll feel life force energy flowing. That Ujjayi pranayama, Ujjayi, victorious life force breath. Sounds like fogging a mirror in the back of the throat. That sound. Equal inhale, equal exhale. Now that we have stirred the engine, got the fire burning, take a deep inhale and reach the hands up. You can keep your eyes closed. Interlace the fingers, press the palms to the sky. Reach up. Energize your spine, that central channel of energy, the Sushumna. Good. Exhale the hands down by the sides. One more time. Deep inhale. Draw the palms up. Maybe take the nose up this time. And just take the left hand down by the side. Extend overhead with the right. Press that sit bone into the mat. Maybe take the soft gaze to the fingers. Good. Inhale up through center, palms touch, reach up, look up. Exhale, other side. Pressing down and reaching. So two opposite forces in every single shape today that we make. Inhale, reach up, maybe take a twist out this time to the left. One hand on the knee, one hand behind. Find your shape, then grow into it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate round. Take a breath. Inhale, come back to the center, reach up. Exhale, twist out the other side. Find your shape, then lift up. Breathe into it, rotate. Just look down at the back hand. Take another breath. Inhale, come back to center, reach up. Hand to the side, reach overhead. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. So starting to move with the breath here. Let the inhale, exhale guide you. Exhale, rotate behind. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. I've got a bug crawling up my bum. A bug up your ass gives whole new meaning. Lift up. I'm in the jungle. Anything can happen here. Exhale, hands down. Come on to all fours. Begin to drop the belly. Lift the tailbone, chin to the sky. Exhale, push the mat away. So we're just focused on the spine right now. Just getting it oiled up, a little activated. And if you breathe, you can send that breath in there. Exhale. This time on your inhale, I want you to hold and find some more space in the shape. So maybe rotate the elbows out, draw the shoulders back, tilt the tailbone higher, take the hips out to the side. Exhale, push the mat away, maybe release the tops of the toes, press a little higher, chin tucking in a little deeper, lifting, good. Good, slowly walk the hands to the top of the mat, take some giant rolls, inhale forward, spread your fingers so you have a nice base. Inhale, let your head go, close your eyes. Elbows are nice and soft. I want you to just feel into your body and change directions when it feels right for you. Noticing any cricks, any aches, any pains. Just be aware and be gentle to your body. Never want you to push beyond a point where your body's communicating with you. Pain. We don't like pain. Come back. Hands underneath the shoulders. Curling the toes under. Lift the hips high. Find your first down dog. Check your fingers. A spread. Think about rolling the weight into the thumb and the first finger. Now look at your feet. Turn the heels out ever so slightly. You can draw the heels down towards the mat. You can have a micro bend in your knees, but push the mat away. You're lengthening through the upper back, creating length in the lumbar spine. Look at your belly button and release your head. You can paddle the heels out if that's what feels good for you. In your down dog. Blue, no. Now I want you to reconnect to that breathing. That Ujjayi breath. Come high on the toes, bend the knees, and make your way to the top of the mat. Grab opposite elbows. Dangle the upper body heavy, maybe shaking side to side. Release the hands to the shins. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Shoulders draw back, tailbone tilts back and up. Exhale, fold in, look in. And again, inhale, lengthen, draw the belly in. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, slowly rise, as though you're drawing energy up from around you, which is exactly what you're doing. Palms touch above the head. Now draw that energy down into the heart. Draw the chin in, belly button draws in, tailbone tucks. Start to breathe. Get that breath back. So now we're centered on our mat. We're centered energetically. We're centered in our body. From there, that's where we can begin our practice. Namaste. Take an inhale, sweep up, reach up. Good. Take hold of your right wrist, draw it up and over. Take the gaze up to the elbow. Feel the opposite force. Reaching but pressing down with that left foot. Inhale, center, look up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Take a back bend, however that feels best for you. Inhale, come up, and exhale. Swan dive in, heart way out, leading the way. Folding in, halfway lift, so look out, lengthen. Palms down, feet back. Find plank or come on to all fours. I'll do all fours first. Draw the shoulders over the wrists And exhale all the way down. Releasing the toes, drawing the chest through, shoulders back, look up. Maybe you float your knees, your hips. Exhale, curl, toes, hips high, down dog. Take 5 breaths. So whatever your down dog feels like for you, maybe take the heels over to one side. Down dog is your grounding time. Come high on the toes, walk, step, maybe float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fingers can be in line with the toes now. If you're a little looser, you just see what feels good for you. As you fold, inhale, energy all the way up and around you. Almost creating a bubble, a protective bubble. Hands down into the center. We'll do another round. Straight away, inhale, reach up, take the left wrist up and over, just moving with your breath. Let your breath lead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. See how it goes? Swan dive in. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. One still breath all the way down. Sweep through. Inhale. Open the heart. Curled hips. Exhale. Hips high. 5 breaths. Last breath, high on the toes. Walk, step, float, top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Come on up. Hands to heart, and take this last round by yourself. Inhale. Just make your shapes. Follow your breath. Come high on the toes. Walk, step, float, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold in. Come all the way back to the top. Hands to heart. Lock everything in. Center yourself. Step the feet hip width apart. Spread the hands facing forward. Chin into chest, belly in. Tadasana, mountain pose. Solid and grounded. As we begin our second sun salutation, saluting the sun, the fire inside you. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Chair pose, hands up. Lift all your 10 toes. Then the weights in the heels. Relax your shoulders. Good, palms come in, twist out to the right. Left elbow, right knee, gaze up, press the palms down. Maybe open out the wings. Using that bottom arm to give you a little more rotation. Good, inhale, back to center, stay low. Palms come in, twist out to the left. Maybe opening the wings. Gazing up. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift, inhale. Palms down, flow through to down dog. You could always just step back to down dog if your shoulders or your wrists are a little tired, this just revitalizes the spine. Down dog, zip the toes together, and on your next inhale, right leg high to the sky. Press back into the heel and press the toe to the sky. Push the mat away, opening out the side of the body. Draw the heel in. Good, lift the knee, maybe circles with the knee. Put some juice in there. Point the toe to the back, gaze forward. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands. Drop the back heel down. And on an inhale, rise up. Warrior number 1. Draw the hips down to your mat. Lift a little higher through the sides of the body. Good, clasp the hands behind. Take an inhale, do a back bend. Squeeze the shoulders. See if you can squeeze the palms together. Gaze up. Dip into that front leg. Exhale. Draw the right shoulder inside the right knee. Lift the hands. Gaze at your belly. And breathe. Humble. Warrior. Good. Inhale, come up. Reverse your warrior. So, right hand up and all the way to the back. Dip into that front leg. Gaze at the fingers. Windmill the left hand down and open out to the right side of the room. Dragonfly twist, back heel off the mat. Gaze up. Good, inhale, come all the way up into warrior 2. Drop that back heel again. Dip in, gaze front middle finger. Inhale, straighten the legs, palms touch above the head. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, take hold of that right wrist. Draw it to the back of your mat. Gaze to your elbow. Sky archer, like you're pulling on a bow and arrow. Good, release the wrist. Draw the left hand down in front of right toes. Now fire up the back leg. Open out your right arm. It's called revolved half moon. Flex out the back foot. Try to lift up out of the leg, out of the hip. Good, when you're ready, take your vinyasa or step back to down dog. Zipping the toes together. When you're ready, left leg high to the sky. Pressing back through the heel, pointing with the toe, pushing the mat away. Think about opening out that left side. Bring the heel into the bum. Big circle with the knee. Point the toe. Exhale, look forward, bring the foot through. Sealing the back heel. And on an inhale, nice and strong, rise up. Lower the hips down. Gaze up. Lift up, reach up. Clasping the hands behind the back, maybe switch the fingers. So however you clasp normally, just move the fingers forward one. Feels like you have an extra small finger. Take a bend, a back bend, squeeze the shoulders, squeeze the palms, and exhale, dip in. See if you can get that shoulder to the inside of the knee. Drawing the hands off in humble warrior. Inhale, come up, reverse it. Release the hands up and over. Dip in, gaze at the hand. Release, dragonfly twist out to the left. So right hand comes down, left hand high. Now if you're tired, you can float the knee. Always options in your practice. Drop the back heel, come on up to warrior two and dip in. Inhale, palms touch, look up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, palms touch, grab the wrist, draw it to the back of your mat, both legs straight, up and over, reach, sky archer. Good, we release the hands, right hand comes down, and we take our balance shape. Kick up the back leg, revolved, half moon. Now flex out the foot. Maybe try to lift up, rotate a bit more. Take your vinyasa. Five breaths, down dog. High on the toes, walk, step, float, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Stand tall, center yourself, top of your mat. Chair pose. Lift up your toes. Palms come in, twist right. Get your twist, gaze up. And then open your wings. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Get your twist. Gaze up. Open your wings. Inhale. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift. Make your way to down dog in your time, in your own unique way. From down dog, zip the toes. Right leg leads the party. Inhale. Open the hip, maybe flip the dog this time. If you're flipping, you can drop your butt. Power up through the legs, open out, nearly slipped there. Flip it over, point the toe, and I'll meet you in warrior one. From warrior one, humble warrior. From humble warrior, rise up and reverse. From reverse, dragonfly twist. Back heel off the mat. Into warrior two, drop the heel. Warrior dips for three. Palms touch, draw the body up and back. Then release. Left hand down, float, fly. Revolved half moon. Take your vinyasa. Meet you in down dog. Zipping the toes together. Left leg high to the sky. Noticing the heat in the body that's building. Flip your dog if it's in your practice. Flip it back. Point the toe. Warrior one. Clasp the hands. If you've got it, just take it away. Reverse your warrior. Dragonfly twist. Up to warrior two. Take your warrior dips, following your hands. Draw the body sky archer up and over. Release, float, fly. Take your vinyasa. 5 breaths, down dog. 5 breaths for you to bring the energy down. Come high on the toes, bend the knees, float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift to come out. Folding in, bend the knees, sink the hips. Hands to heart, find your center. Good, find mountain pose again. Feet apart. Take an inhale, sweep the hands up, and exhale, fold in. Peace fingers binding your big toes. Take a halfway lift, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold in, draw the elbows out. Draw the tailbone up. Pull your belly button in. And look at your knees. Release the toes, walk onto the palms of the hands. Fingers in line with the crease of your wrist. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, tuck everything in, belly button in, chin in, lift the tailbone and draw the weight into your toes. Release the hands to the hips and on an inhale, slowly rise. Press down through the feet. Exhale, hands to heart, ground down. Good, on your next inhale, take a big wide step out to your right. Right toes point to the back of your mat. Look down at your left foot, 45 degrees. See what happens, it brings the hip round. If it's round here, you're kind of stuck. So it's rotating your butt cheek around. Extend the hands long. Take an inhale and reach towards that back foot. Well, back of your mat, front foot. Good, hold it there. Coming into triangle, so we're going to drop that bottom palm facing out, reach up, gaze up. Now you have your shape, so think about inhale, lengthen, exhale, revolve, open towards the back a little more. Now just check that you're not kind of collapsed in for me. So I don't want you just so you can reach the floor. Come up if you have to maintain that length and that rotation. Good, gaze down at the big toe, bend into your right leg, right fingers down on the mat. You're going to take half moon now. So kick up that back leg, don't kick it up, maybe gently invite it up. Reaching up, feeling the opposition in the posture, pressing down with that foot, reaching up with the hand, strong, open out. You can keep your gaze down at the floor. If you want to challenge yourself, look up. Notice, I don't need to challenge myself today. Got other challenges happening in life, right? Soften the front leg, drop the back foot, rotate back to the top of your mat, setting up for triangle shape. Front toes forward, heel to arch alignment. Get that back toe to 45 degrees. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, extend forward. The hips come back. Hold that, draw the belly in. And when you're ready, lower down. I'm so hot. Gaze up. Think about rotating your thighs outwards. So this is really teaching you to feel into how triangle Utthita Trikonasana feels. Good, gaze down at the big toe, soften, place the fingers down. If you have a block, it's good to have a block. You just have a little play. Raise that back leg, flex the foot, maybe float the fingers off. If you press down in that standing leg, fingers will naturally, because your body, you're lifting up out of the floor. Take 2 more breaths here. Soften the leg to come out. Drop the back foot, rotate back to the back of your mat. Get the toes round first. Right hand onto the hip. Left hand reaches up. And this is where I'm definitely going to use a block in my left hand. So drawing the hip back, I reach forward and bring that block or that hand to the outside of the shin, the foot. So using the block gives me a little more height. Right hand revolves open. So your shapes show you where your injuries are in your body. I have shoulder restrictions on this side. So I honor it. I take it to its edge. I try to hold in that edge so I can push beyond just a little bit. One more breath. As you inhale, release, rotate, same shape to the top of your mat. So left hand on the hip, draw the hip back, check your feet. Front foot forward, back foot 45 degrees. I reach up and lengthen the spine. Lift up out of the hips and draw the body forward. Hand to the outside of the shin, the foot, or on your block. Inhale, revolving, twisting at the thoracic spine. Engaging with your Ujjayi breath. Good, slowly release. I'm going to leave my block. Open out to the side, 5-star to reset. It's like a 5, look, whee. Feet together, hands together. Find your center. Take a breath. Reconnect to that breath. Take a wide step out, back of your mat. Toes pointing back. This time bend in to that right knee. Right elbow comes down. Left hand sweeps up and over like a swimmer's stroke. Maybe float your elbow so you're not just dumping. Reach up. Get the mosquito. Not supposed to do that in the middle of a relaxing yoga class. Survival. Good, inhale, come up. Same shape, other side. Get your toes set. Bend into the knee. Feel the shape, the posture, the asana. Reach. Breathe. Gaze at your fingers. Inhale, come up. Rotate the toes. Drop to the back knee. So left knee down to set up. Bring your hands to heart. Take a little twist to the right. Gaze up. Good. Now use your hands to rotate, to twist a little deeper. You could float the back foot, the back knee. Gaze up. Maybe your left hand comes down to the outside, reaching overhead for full pose. Revolved side angle. Pavrita Pasvakonasana. Release, rotate round to the front. Same shape. Drop to the back knee to set up. Hands to heart, take a twist. Gaze up and push the hands down so you lift off your thigh. Maybe float the knee. Breathe. There'll be plenty of heat generated in your furnace, in your belly right now. Good, release, open out, 5-star, side of the room. Take a back bend and this time just fold in, forward fold, round of head. Coming down, bring your toes round as well, so your toes parallel with the edge of your mat. Just shake your head a little side to side if that feels good. Inhale, take a length and look out. Try to lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold in. You might be able to fold a little deeper. Now you added space. Bring the hands to the hips, and on an inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, ground down. Inhale, open out, 5-star. Clasping the hands behind the back, take an inhale, shoulders squeeze together. Exhale, fold in. Draw the hands off the base of the spine. Good, inhale, come all the way up. Feet together, hands together, top of the mat. Find your center. Clasping opposite elbows behind the back, take a small step out to the right. This time bring both toes pointing to the back of your mat. Draw the shoulders square. Hips are square. Take an inhale, a little back bend, gaze up. Exhale, draw the body forward over the front leg. Drawing that right hip back at the same time. Good, relax the head, look at your knee. And then take the gaze to the tip of the nose, draw the belly button in. One more breath. Good, slowly bend that front leg, draw the body forward. Pick up that back leg, float, fly into airplane Digasana. Release the hands and try to drop that left hip a little. Flex the back leg. Drop the back foot, slowly rotate back to the top of the mat. Toes point, same. Grab opposite elbows, square off hips and shoulders. Take a back bend and fold in over your front leg. Gaze at the knee, then gaze to the nose. Now bend into the front leg and fly. Releasing the hands, draw the body forward. Think about dropping that right hip. Your gaze steady on the ground. Your breath steady. Drop the back foot, open out, 5-star. Feet together, hands together, top of the mat. Take a breath. Exhale it out. A couple of balance shapes before we hit the mat. Draw the right knee in to the body. Clasp the fingers underneath the knee. Find your drishti, your gaze point in front of you on the floor. Don't move. Don't look at the phone. Maybe take left hand to the hip, bind the peace fingers around the right toe, and you could try extending the heel forward. Try to straighten the leg. Draw the shoulder back. Opening out the leg or the knee, wherever you are. Just have a play. Keep your gaze steady, your breath steady. Draw the foot back through center. Even if you have hold of the knee, bring your hands to your hips, point the toe forward. Gaze at your big toe. Release it, shake it out. Find your center. Other side. So draw the knee in. You can stay here for the entire 10 breaths or bind left peace fingers. Draw the shoulder back, stand tall. Opening out to the side. You could even take your gaze over the opposite shoulder. Drawing the foot back, release the toes, point those toes, lift that leg a little higher. Shake it out. Find your center. Now tree pose, Vrikshasana, or half lotus bind for tree. Bring your heel into the leg. You can be down here. Just find a tree shape that works for you. Hands to heart. Pick your gaze. You can play with the hands, lifting them up, opening out your tree. If you take the half lotus bind, you want to get in your hip a little deeper. Draw the knee down. Open out the shoulders, maybe take your other hand, wrap it behind, and find, if you can bind the toes, otherwise forearm, elbow. You could take a forward fold in your half lotus bind, Adha Baddha Padmatanasana. Spit my teeth out after that one. And I'm breathing, I'm balancing. If you're growing your tree, bring it back to center. Take one more breath. And slowly release. Hands to heart. One more side. Finding your tree. You can also just hold a wall while you start to build up the strength in your ankles. Oh, lots of stabilizer muscles down there. 5 breaths. How strong, how stable do we feel on this third rock from the sun that's spinning? Gravity allows our body to hold on. Opposite forces, right? Slowly making your way back to center. Hands to heart. Come to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, sweep up, making your way through your vinyasa to down dog. From down dog, come through to seated. However that looks for you, coming maybe high on the toes, bend the knees, and crossing the ankles, scooching through, extending the legs long in front of you. Bring the hands down by the side, press into the ground, flex the toes in. Draw the chin into the chest, draw the belly button in. Squeeze the thighs, nice and strong, pressing down. Drop the heels, draw the heels in, lift the feet. Invite the hands out, Navasana, boat pose, lift up. 5 breaths. Lift up through the chest. Good, lower down, cross the ankles. Place the hands by the hips and see if you can float the bum off. Stamp the feet into the mat, place the fingers down, lift up the hips, draw the head behind. It's called reverse tabletop, Chatuspadaspitam. Maybe open out the throat. Release that energy stuck. What do you have to say to somebody? Get the words out. Slowly lower the hips. Lift the heels back to boat, Navasana. Inhale, lift up. Maybe extend the legs if you want to push. Gazing at your toes. Draw the heels in, lift the bum. Stamp the feet, hands behind. Reverse tabletop, 5 breaths. Exhale, just lower the bum, extend the legs long, and reach the hands up above the head. Exhale, draw the hands down over straight legs. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Maybe peace fingers binding the toes to draw the body forward, or holding on to the shins, drawing the body in. Relax your chin. Now just let the hands go down by the sides. Let go. Soften. Slowly rise, drawing the heels in. Make your way down to your back. Bring the hands down by the sides, back of the head, on your mat. Drawing the heels in towards the hips. Take an inhale, press the hands and slowly tilt the tailbone up to the sky, lifting up. All the way, maybe walking the shoulders in, clasping hands. It's called bridge pose. Chin is into your chest. Don't move your head. Gotta just protect the neck here. Breathe, re-engage that breath. Lift a little higher. Push the knees forward. And imagine drawing the heels back towards the bum. Slowly release. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And maybe extend the feet up to the ceiling, Setu Dandasana. You have an option here of taking shoulder stand if that's in your practice. Or just hang out here. If you're in shoulder stand, you can take plow, drawing the toes behind the head. Otherwise, take happy baby. Hands come inside the legs, grabbing the outside of the feet. Rolling a little side to side if that feels good. If you're taking plow halasana, slowly make your way down into fish pose, Matsyasana. If you're in happy baby, release the feet back down to the mat and roll over onto your right side. Taking a spinal twist of your choice, whatever feels good. Just taking these last moments to let your body make any shape that it needs to as it readies itself for rest. If you're twisting, rotate the other side. Lots of different spinal twists. Just find one that works for you. And when you're ready, you invite the body to rest. Extending the legs long, turning the palms up, and surrender. Slowly taking a soft inhale and an exhale. Drawing quite literally life into your body, your vehicle. What a gift to have one. Let's touch this vehicle, this space suit. Rubbing the fingers together, maybe rubbing the toes together. This canister that contains this beautiful, beautiful energy. Your spirit, your soul, whatever name, your essence, whatever name you call you deep down in there. Take a deep inhale and light that essence up. Reach the hands above the head. It's time to spark it back up again. Hugging your knees into your chest and give that beautiful essence, spirit, soul, the you deep down in there, a beautiful big hug. Finding your way onto your right side. Taking an inhale, and as we rise, waking up, we've got another chance, yet another chance at life. Every time we awaken, finding a comfortable cross-legged, half lotus, whatever you want. Draw the hands into the heart, the powerhouse of this essence, spirit, soul. Take a deep, deep, deep inhale, rising up, and exhale it out. And one more time, deep inhale. Exhale it out. And if there's anything else needs to come out, now's the time. Inhale, stick that tongue out, let it go. That's how you get rid of energy that you don't want. Bowing down to that light, that soul, that essence, that spirit in each and every one of you. Take that spirit, shine, share with anybody out there that needs just a little boost. Let them see themselves lighter through you, the reflection they gain from you. If you can be light, if you can be shiny, you can be happy. Smile is the way to shine. Even behind a mask, you've got eyes. Shine through your eyes. And the person will be able to see something of themselves within you. If they recognize that, job's done. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today again for a nice practice. Whether it was nice is negotiable. Certainly got your energy flowing. If you haven't checked out my YouTube channel, have a look. There's loads and loads, over 100 different yoga videos on there, different styles. So find the style that works for you and just get the job done. It's a life tool. It'll help you negotiate the good times, the rough times, and all the other ones in between.